Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to a very different video because I love doing these at the minute, so yeah. Hi guys, in today's video I have already filmed I'm filming the intro on the 31st of January, and that is me vlogging my experience of spinning every single day for the month of January. I don't want to say too much in the intro because I have all my stats and conclusions for the end of the video. So let's hop straight into day one of spinning for 30 days in January. I've just gotten out of bed. It is 9:25. Happy New Year's Day, everyone. This is my third time in a row, yearly. So I started in 2020. So 2020, 2021, and now 2022. I am spinning on New Year's Day. So let's get to it. One class down, 30 to go. Third day ride complete. That was the best one I've done so far. The music was pumping. I loved the music playlist Francesca did on that class. Observation, I managed to reach gear 16. I just want to note that just to see where my progress is by the end of the month, whether I can get higher than that gear. And that was the easiest one for me regarding stamina in my breath because it was a metric rather than a move. If you have no idea what kind of the variations of spin, move is where you do choreography on the bike, so push-ups and dips and step-ups and step-downs and step-backs and all these different kind of choreography moves. And weights as well is a massive thing, a part of move classes. And then metric is more about how high can you get your gear set and just kind of more up down on the saddle rather than any movement on the saddle. I personally prefer metric because I feel stronger in myself because I can do them more easily. But this month I'm challenging myself to possibly do more move. So today, day 3, was the first time I've done a metric class because I wanted to set myself off right and do some move to kind of see where exactly I was progress-wise on move classes at the beginning of the month and see where I'm at on move classes by the end of the month. So there are some observations. As you can tell, I'm still out of breath, but not the calories matter, but I did manage to burn 227 calories, which is pretty average for me on a 30-minute class. 30-minute classes are my favourite. Once again, I want to push myself to do more 45 this month. There's a lot of mini goals I have set in my mind for this month, so we'll just have to see. But yeah, day 3 is done. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. I really wasn't feeling working out today. Cramps are kicking my ass, but I'm motivated to continue spinning every single day. So I decided just to take it easy and do a 20 minutes instead of like pushing myself too far. However, now I've finished the 20 minutes. I feel good. I still have a bit of cramping, but nothing I can't power through. So I'm going to do another class because I won't actually be able to spin every single day because sometimes I won't have access to my bike, being at my boyfriend's and stuff. But I just want to do 30 classes in the month of January. So if I double up some days, that is why. So I thought, take the opportunity to double up now and do another smaller class. So I'm going to do a 15-minute with Duncan. Love Duncan, he's a great instructor. I love all of them, to be fair, but Duncan, LJ, Jack and Emma are my 4 favourites. So I'm going to do a Duncan class. Less than 15 minutes. I'm going to go for experience because it is only 15 minutes. And I'm going to pick a Duncan. And I'm going to do the pop and press because I just did a metric. So I thought, why not do a move, add some weights in. It'll be a bit more chill with weights as well because it's a bit of a break. So yeah, let's get going. Fuck, Duncan. Day 6, but class number 7. My cramps are worse than yesterday, so I'm going to do a 45. Gonna take it easy because if I can do a 45 on my worst days, I can do a 45 on my best days. That's my mentality. So Duncan, don't kick my ass too much.
I don't think Duncan actually did kick my ass because I listened to my body this day because my cramps were so bad that I just kind of took my time, and on the times when I felt like I could go a bit more, then I went a bit more. The weights, we actually had 2 tracks of weights in this class today because it was a 45, and I felt like I could actually do these because it wasn't so much on my core and it was just more on my upper body strength, which I really enjoyed. And then right at the end I was like, let's just push myself. And you know what, when I was doing more activity on the bike, like the dips, push-ups and the step backs and the step downs, I actually forgot about my period pains, which to be honest, I think exercise can massively help you out when it comes to your time of the month, when it comes to cramping. So definitely glad that I did a 45-minute class this morning. It definitely put me in the right mindset, and yeah, no regrets whatsoever. Like they say, you only regret the workouts you don't do, you never regret the ones that you do.
When you're down, take a good look around. It's okay, moving on anyway. Oh, have a mouth. I just got back from my boyfriend's. It's Sunday evening, so to close out the first week of spinning every day, I am going to do a quick 20-minute, 15-minute class. Undecided yet, but I need to get one in. It's just coming up to 7:30 at night, so let's get cracking.
Get up. We're gonna hold it out the saddle and ride. Chest up. In 4, 3, 2, take it up and up. We've got those 4 count step ups. In 4, 3, 2, step it up for 4. And we drop. RPM's dropping once again, around about 70, resistance 7, 8, 9, we take it up, we're here, let's go, for some single dips, are you ready? In 4, 3, 2, we take it low, 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 4 count dips, in 4, 3, 2, we take it low, we take it up, we dip it low.
We are now now on to week 2 of spinning every day, and this week, because I'm not having access to my bike on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday, I have to basically do double back-to-back spins Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to make up for the lacking days. I started off with a class with Duncan in the morning of 30 minutes before hopping on a live class Apex were hosting in the evening. Spin class number 2 of the day. This was a 45-minute move session with Sandy, which I actually really enjoyed. Not a 45 minutes that I'm used to, not a move class that I'm used to, but I'm definitely seeing my strength improve across these days and these weeks, which I'm thoroughly proud of myself for, and I'm so happy to see some progress in my stamina as well. Tuesday was a true authentic back-to-back spin class session. Monday I did one in the morning and then one in the evening, but on Tuesday I did a 15-minute warm-up with LJ before hopping on another live class with Emma at 7 a.m. in the morning. 7 a.m. 30-minute classes work perfectly for me when I'm working from home because I spin for 30 minutes and then I have half hour to get ready before I have to start work at 8, so they actually work out really well for me. And I did a 30-minute move live class with Emma, which was a killer, let me tell you that.
Yeah. It's Wednesday. I'm about to do my 3rd day of double spin classes and the motivation is just not there. So my first class is going to be a 15-minute metric with Jack on demand for 5 Seconds of Summer playlist, so I think that'll get me in the right headspace. And then I'm hopping on another 7 a.m. live with Duncan for week 2 of their New Year's Revolutions schedule thing, and I love Duncan, so it should be a good session. I'm getting to the point now, we're almost halfway through the month, and spinning every day is getting a little tiresome, but gotta stick with it. Let's go. Let's do it before I talk myself out of it. Just finished Jack's class. My battery is dying, so I don't know how much I'll be able to film of the live class, but a live class literally starts in 9 minutes at 7 o'clock and it's now 10:51. So yeah, not much of a breather, but I do bring my book in with me into my spin room, which is the spare bedroom, in case there's time between classes, and I have done this all week, and I usually get 2 to 3 pages done, so I'm gonna read this until the second class starts even, not comes. So yeah, out of breath, need to recover for 9 minutes and then straight into another spin class. It's the 16th of January and I'm about to hop on the bike and do a class number 16, so let's get to it.
just join me here. Just for a nice little cool down.
I actually decided to re-ride a class I did right at the beginning of the month. I think this was my second class. So I wanted to see like the progress, having done a class already, to see how far I'd actually come. I found like it was more of a better way to judge. And last time in this class I got to gear 16, this time I got to gear 17. So my strength has definitely improved.
Class 19 is now done. I am like over halfway and I'm so proud of myself I've managed to get this far. And the fact that I'm seeing a difference, maybe not like physically, I feel like I look the same, but mentally I feel so much better every single morning. Having hopped on the bike, I feel more motivated, I feel more productive, I just feel better in myself. And then also stamina wise, I'm recovering quicker, so I get out of breath but I recover quicker, so then I can do the next movement the instructor has told me rather than needing to take a break in the saddle, especially with move classes. I'm maybe out of breath now, but I've literally just finished my 19th class and my average resistance has gone up. It started around 8 at the beginning of the month and now it's a 9 pretty consistently throughout the spreadsheet that I am tracking all my spin classes and stats on. So the fact that I've gone up a resistance, which means my base resistance is higher. So at the start of the class, all the instructors usually start at 1 to 3 on the gear resistance, so it's nice and easy, you can get into it. But 1 to 3 is so easy, I feel like my feet are flying. So I'm starting usually at like a 5 or a 6 now, which is so cool to see. So it means my average resistance is naturally going to be higher across the whole class. And I just feel so much better in myself having done this challenge. So let's smash out the last week and a half. Yay!
Start the weekend. 2, sit it down. Alright team, let's just elevate things slightly. 8 to 10. We're going to go for an acceleration. 4, 3, 2, accelerate, push. We sit it down on the beat. 4, 3, 2, take it down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, let's go. Press, press, to the sky, go, chest, 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 don't disturb your throat. Hammer, curl, hammer, curl, go, shoulder, chest, hey, shoulder, chest, shoulder, chest, weights go back, in 4, 3, 2, turn back, 4, 3, 2, sit it down, just to stop any cobwebs.
We're into the last week of me spinning every day and I'm sitting in my dressing gown at almost 6:30 because I cannot be bothered to spin. I am like so done, but we need to smash out this last week and I need to go do a class now because this week I need to do 2 double classes to make up for the lack of classes yesterday. I didn't do one yesterday, I didn't feel like it, and the lack of class on Saturday when I'll be at my boyfriend. So I need to do 2 double classes today. One of them will be today, one this morning and one this evening. So let's stop rambling and let's get going. spin class is done, but that was a faff because it wasn't connecting properly. Like, it said I was there, and usually if your bike doesn't connect, it says bike not connected, we can't like get any of your stats. So then I'm like, oh, I haven't turned my bike on because it needs Bluetooth, so I have it like plugged in. But it was plugged in, it was absolutely fine. It recorded, it like registered that I was part of the class, but it didn't let me gain any points or any stats. So I'd done the class and it was really hard to motivate myself to do it, even though there was no like numbers. I couldn't tell what resistance I was on. I couldn't tell how fast I was going. I was just doing what I felt was the best I could do with what I could actually tell, because I had no stats. I had no speed, I had no power, had no resistance, like numbers on my screen. And it was difficult class to do because I had like no motivation to like push myself, because I just couldn't see my numbers. So I've done it. I did a 45, but it was tricky. So yeah, that was the first time I've ever experienced a class going that way. But other people were scoring points, so it was just my system, and I have no idea why. I'm not tech like savvy at all to understand why it did that. It just did that for some reason. And yeah, so my 24th class is done. We're on the home stretch, and I'm ready to chill out for the night. So I'll see you in the morning for class number 25. It's day 26 and my dad has COVID, so I wear my mask around the house. I'll take off the spin because I'm in my own room now, and yeah, I need to do 2 classes today, back to back, so let's get started. If you're on 5 and you're grinding it, I'm on 7 and 100 RPM is easy. Stronger, baby, stronger. Straight into Emma's class now. Let's get it.
I do find that Emma really does push me sometimes, and this class was tough. I think it's one of the ones I struggled with most, and that's because of the intensity of speed as well as all the combinations. I had to take many breaks, but I always managed to get back up off the saddle to continue with the things that Emma was telling me to do. But I did find it an absolute struggle, let me tell you. Not all of these classes are easy as I make them seem. I do get out of breath very, very often, and I do struggle with a lot of the classes, but they push me, and that's what I love most about spin, because I do just have such a fun time on the bike. I feel good about myself, and I just get to push myself more than I would usually, and that's why I love spin so much, and this is why I'm so glad I did this month-long spin trial challenge thing. Penultimate class. Let's get it! I'm so excited for this to finally be over. Last day. Let's smash it.
1, 2, 1, 2. We're gonna go for some accelerations. All you gotta do is get ahead of the beat. Go. Keep pushing. Stay open. Stay strong. Back on the beat. 4, 3, 2. Now 1, 2, 1, 2. As we bring it out of the saddle. 3, 2. Let's ride it up. We're gonna add on 1 or 2 numbers. 4, 3, 2. Add it on. We know what it takes. Earlier on, if you did 2 or 3 numbers, can you do that again? We add on, bang, 10. Yes. We add 1 or 2 numbers. 4, 3, 2. Add it on. Ha. Don't stop. You're still in that rolling hill. Take off what you put on. In 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, take it off. Stay up. You got me running around this. All right, lovely A-team.
Ta-da! I did it! Woo! I spun for 30 days in January, obviously here and there. I say 30 days in January, but because I still wanted to take rest days, I doubled up on some days. So I took 30 classes in the month of January. The way I formatted it to make sure I did 30 classes in 30 days, I doubled up on some days and I had rest days on others. So yes, I didn't technically spin every single day in the month of January, but I still did 30 classes in January, which is more than I would usually. And that was the whole point of this video, was to challenge me to spin every day, because if you guys didn't know, I absolutely love spin. It's my favorite form of exercise. I discovered it in 2019. I fell in love with it. I did one class and I went back and I went back and I went back and I went back. And then COVID hit in the early 2020 and I bought myself my own spin bike through the company of Apex, and I have fallen in love with spin every single day that I do it more and more. And I just wanted to challenge myself to spin more and push myself and do different things that I would usually. So that was what this whole kind of challenge was about, not the fact that I could be like, I could did a class every single day in the month. It was more to push myself mentally and to push myself physically and see if my stats and my strength improved across the month. And I'm pleased to say that it did. So I did track every single class I did in the month of January with how many miles I spun, how many, how high I got my resistance, etc, etc. And so let's just run through some stats, because we all love some stats, whether they are bookish or not bookish. No one can deny that everyone loves some stats. So across the entire month of January, I spun, or traveled, should I say, 312.7 miles, which I've done the calculations, and it's 144 miles to my grandma's house in Wales in Cardiff. So I could spin or cycle all the way there and all the way back with a little bit more. I've spun that much in January, which is crazy to actually put it to a distance that I could have spun, cycled all the way to Wales and all the way back, and a little bit more in the month of January, which I'm so proud of, to say that I cycled that much. And the most miles I cycled in one class was 17.1 miles, which is crazy in itself. So yeah, very, 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 very happy with that stat. I said at the beginning of the vlog section of this video that I wanted to make sure I was doing more move classes this month, because I always put them off because I'm not as strong in move classes than I am in metric classes. And I'm pleased to say, out of the 30 classes, I did 16 move. So not, so 50-50, but a little bit more move class than metric. And I'm very, very happy to say that doing that, I have seen an increase in stamina and progress wise in the combos and the choreography that I'm doing. On the bike, I think they're better, I'm more confident in them, and I can do them for longer, which was my main aim. I just wanted to able to push myself in my strength and my abilities this month, and to say that I've done more move classes and actually seen progress in that, very, very happy. I thought it'd be quite interesting to track who I'm actually riding with, and no surprise that most of my spin classes that I took in January were with Duncan, because I absolutely love Duncan. He is so motivating, he really pushes me. My second most spun instructor was Emma, and I love Emma for the same reasons. So yeah, very, very happy with the instructors that I picked or chose to spin with this month, and it helped that Ben, Emma and Duncan were the 3 leaders in their New Year's Revolutions kind of program that they did across the month of January to kickstart the new year. So of course I was going to be taking more of those 3 classes, because those were the front-facing instructors for their program. The highest resistance I managed to get to in total this month was gear 17, and that is a massive, massive achievement for me, because gear 15 back when I was spinning very, very frequently was the highest I could ever get. So the fact that I've gone 2 gears above that is showing that by spinning frequently and consistently, I can get stronger and I can push myself further than I could before. And the fact that I've got to gear 17 now, it wasn't very often, mostly majority wise, on average, I was getting to gear 15 on a good class. And those tended to be metric as well, because metric focuses more on your resistance and on your gears rather than move classes. And with move classes, I just really wanted to concentrate on my choreography rather than how high I could get my resistance. So gear 17, it did happen on a metric class, but even still, getting to gear 17 for me is an accomplishment in itself. My legs are little like beasts at the minute. They're so strong. I'm so proud of them. And I just wanted to obviously take away some observations for this month as well. At the beginning, I wanted to say I wanted to do more move classes. I wanted to do more 45s. And I definitely did that. But throughout the month, although I didn't see many like physical changes, I didn't really stick to a diet. I love my chocolate and my biscuits and my crisps and my sweet treats too much to kind of stick to a diet. And I was just doing this more for my physical ability rather than my physical appearance. So I didn't see any physical differences. I don't really care for that anyway. I just feel so good in myself for the fact that I've done this, and I do feel better. My stamina improved, my choreography, like form improved, and my resistance and my strength improved, which is all I kind of care about. Did also notice an improvement on my arm strength, and my boyfriend was like, how can you improve on your arm strength? You don't do anything with your arms. But you do. I included a lot of move classes this month, which move classes equals weight tracks, and weight tracks obviously are with your arms. I've included a lot of footage of me pumping the weights at the minute. And on my last class with Emma, which was only a couple of days ago, I realized halfway through, oh my God, I can extend my arms all the way out in front. Like, I couldn't used to do this. So instructors say, just a little background, if you can't go all the way to full extension, just do a little bit because it's easier. So I was doing this with a lot of chest presses and stuff like this, just to make it easier on myself. But by the end, in that last Emma class with the weights, all of a sudden I was like, holy moly, I can go all the way. And they are only 2K weights, but that is enough when you're trying to use your core to balance on a bike as well. So 2K is plenty for me, obviously in each arm, so 4K in total. And I was going all the way out on my chest press, and I'm so proud of myself to say that my arm strength has improved, because at the beginning I was struggling to, 1, complete an entire weight track, and 2, to fully extend my arms. And the fact that I can do an entire weight track now and I can fully extend my arms, I'm happy. I'm a happy girl. And in the end, I just want to read out kind of what I said. And in the end, there wasn't any reason for this challenge I set myself. I just know I love spin and wanted to push myself and see if I could do 30 classes in 30 days. And I did. Yes, I may have doubled up and took rest days, but rest days are important. I think the way I did this challenge suited me and my lifestyle best, which is what I wanted to say. Like, yes, I could have done a class every single day, but that could have also lacked in me in motivation, because one thing I figured out during this month was I never lost motivation. There was a little bit of lost motivation a couple of days, but that's bound to happen. And you never regret a workout you do. You only regret workouts you don't do. And I push myself on the days I really didn't want to do a class. I pushed them, and I managed to do a class every single day that I told myself I was going to do a class. And I didn't really see a lack of motivation across the month. I didn't see a massive lull after being like, oh, I've been doing this for 3 weeks, I cannot be able to do it anymore. That was never my mindset. And this shows how much I fucking love spin. I love spin with a passion every single time I step onto that bike, whether I like the playlist, whether I like the instructors, whether, like, I always do like the playlist or the instructors. But even if I don't, I feel so good about myself that I just love spin. Like, I'm so glad I found spin. I'm so glad I found Apex. And I'm just absolutely love spin with my whole entire being. I'm so glad I found this form of exercise, because if I didn't find spin, I would not have continued with my exercise journey the way I have. And I have found a lot more healthier way to exercise and everything now that I found spin. And if it wasn't for the pandemic, I wouldn't have got my own spin bike. I wouldn't have found Apex, and Apex do truly inspire me. I absolutely love all the instructors, and I do speak to them personally in the DMs and stuff, and they all help me and inspire me, and I just absolutely love them, because I feel like I'm shouting them out right now, because I am going to send them this video. I'm going to send Apex on Instagram this video. And I'm also going to send a few of my favourite instructors this video as well, just to show them how much I appreciate them for what they do, and I'm inspired to be like them, because yes, I still do want to become a spin instructor one day. So if you guys have any tips, I'd appreciate you. If you want to hit me up. But yeah, overall, I thought I would hate spin by the end of this month, and I haven't. I found a whole new appreciation for it, and I fucking love spin, guys. I absolutely love it. I love it even more, and I can't wait to get back on the bike, but I'm taking a few rest days first. But I think that kind of wraps up this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below to see future content from me. Yes, I predominantly do book content and book videos, reading vlogs, themed reading vlogs, TBR games, wrap-ups, all the usual bookish content, but I do throw in some random lifestyle videos here as well when it suits me, and I have a passion about usually planning and spin exercise videos, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more future content. Leave a cycle emoji down in the bottom if you've got this far. Leave a little guy spinning, and if you enjoyed this video, I would really, really appreciate your feedback. If you have any thoughts and opinions, I would love to see them in the comments down below, and without further ado, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.